So Cardi B has announced via Instagram that she is leaving Offset and that she's going to get a divorce. I got a lot to talk about this because I have a lot of opinions about this. I've been analyzing this whole relationship from the get-go, and I'm going to break it down. So I'm going to talk about it. Let's get to it. Good morning, everybody. This is your girl, Miss Analytical. I am here live NYC on this beautiful Wednesday morning. So I just woke up about maybe 10 minutes ago, and all of a sudden I just go on YouTube and I'm seeing all this stuff about Cardi B announces her breakup. Cardi B announces her divorce from Offset. Now, of course, she didn't divorce him, but they're still married. Let's keep it real. But in the video, she said, basically, she fell out of love. She's not feeling it. She said she'll always love him. They're still going to be business partners. They have a daughter together, but the whole romance, so to speak, is not there. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. In the video, Cardi B looks worn and tired. If you have been following Cardi B before she became famous, you would know that Cardi B, when she goes on Instagram, she was always amped up. This girl looks like she is very sad, worn, but she also looks like she looks like she's been fooled. Like, that whole thing, I told you so? She looks like she got played. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. Now, according to Billboard magazine, it states that Cardi B and Offset has split. And in quotations, she says it's nobody's fault. So this is what it reads. You might need to take a seat for this. Cardi B and Offset have split. The hip-hop glamour couple are no longer an item. Cardi confirmed in a video posted on Instagram. I've been trying to work things out with my baby father for how many now? And we're really good friends and really good business partners, Cardi explained. We've got a lot of love for each other, but things just haven't been working out for us for a long time. It's nobody's fault, she continues. I guess we grew out of love. We're not together anymore. The Bodak Yellow rapper and her Migos Bo collaborated on the January 2017 track Lick off Cardi's Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 2 and reportedly started romance soon after its release. That is true. The pair secretly married in September of that year, and they welcomed their first child, Culture Kiari Safers, in July. Sadly, divorce is now in the cards. I'll always have a lot of love for him because he is my daughter's father, Cardi says. Offset comments on Cardi's Insta post confirming their separation. Y'all won, he wrote. Watch her video below. Now, this is what I'm going to get to that. Now, what I'm going to say is that according to YouTube, there's a YouTuber named Empress. And Empress said that the real reason why, the root of the situation, according to her research, is that she went on Instagram. And in Instagram, it's a young woman named Triple M Foreign. Triple M Foreign posted a video on Tuesday stating that Cuban Doll was supposed to have a threesome with Offset and her friend. And they were posting DMs about the threesome back and forth. And Cuban Doll supposedly, not Cuban Doll, Triple M Foreign was I supposed to be in the threesome, or she heard about threesome, they declined it. It was something about a threesome. And that's the main reason why this happened. And, guess Cardi got wind of it and you know, it is what it is. They broke up. Now, this relationship, let's keep it real. This relationship has always, and it's not just had its bumps and rolls. They never acted like they were a married couple. And I'm going to tell you why. When you're married and you're really serious about being married, the one thing that you're not going to do is you're not going to openly cheat on your wife. Now, it's a difference between cheating on the low, but just doing it out in the open without any respect. Offset did not respect Cardi B. Okay? This is a man that openly finger popped his wife on Instagram, on Snapchat. He even held her face and her neck. He even held her mouth shut. There was no respect for Cardi B at all from Offset whatsoever. And I'm going to keep it real and say Cardi B didn't have any respect for herself as well. You can't say things like, I'm a freak-ass, hoe-ass bitch. And you're a wife. And you're a mom. And you're taking nude photos. You're allowing your husband to finger pop you on social media. That's not cool. So to me, none of these people were ready at all. They weren't ready to be married. They were too young and too immature. Now, what I believe happened is that this whole relationship was set up from the jump. I believe that from the beginning, this industry paired the two together because they were both up and coming acts. Migos at the time had Bad and Bougie. That was number one. And she was a fresh face off of Love and Hip Hop. So they needed her to hook up with somebody in the rap industry that was big at the time so that it could sell records. So I believe the industry paired those two together. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're on the same label. I could be wrong, but I think they're on the same label. I'm not sure. No, they're not on the same label. Okay, I looked up. They're not on the same label. So they're not labeled. But still, he was still a hot name at the time. I believe they was paired. I believe that she needed him more than he needed her. Now, they get married secretly in September. Now, they were supposed to have a reality show produced by Mona Scott Young because remember, Cardi B came from Love and Hip Hop. But Offset was the one that shut that down. If you remember, he was like, no, I don't want to be on reality TV because she was ready to sign that contract. Because he did propose to her around like the summer of 2017. Now, they got secretly married in July. And no, it wasn't a shotgun wedding because she had that baby in July. So she got pregnant around about October or November, depending on the month. I would say October. Now, in my opinion, I still believe that they weren't really in love. I believe it was infatuation. I believe the sex was good, but Offset wasn't really trying to settle down. A lot of times in the industry, and this goes way back to when my parents were young and even before that with my grandparents, when you are a big name, they want to see you attached to a counterpart of the opposite sex to sell records, to sell movies. It doesn't look cute to really be single, believe it or not. But sometimes it's not good to be married. In this case, it's sold for the two. Because it was sort of speaking of that whole, how can I phrase it? That whole hip hop marriage. Because they've been trying to do that for years with a lot of hip hop couples. But it hasn't really worked, so to speak. But with this, It could have worked if they had both wanted to sit down and be, monogamous. But he wasn't with it because, to be honest with you, he wasn't ready to settle down. And I want to be honest with you. I don't think Offset is a bad person. I just think he's a young guy that wasn't trying to be really married. And I think that they both fell out in love, meaning that they were tired of doing the industry game. They were tired. But the only issue I have with it is that a baby was involved. She had a baby while she was up and coming. And now you got this man. He's in your life forever. Not because you married him, but you had his baby. So you didn't even have to marry him, but just having his child. Y'all attached by the hip forever. And y'all was only together, to be honest, less than 2 years. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. I could see it if you were older. Then it would make sense, because then it'd be like, yeah, you're older. You were trying to make it work. It didn't work, whatever. But you were too young, Cardi B, to have a child. And you were at the height of your popularity. And then, let's keep it real. Nicki Minaj is going to be like, she going to be a little bit happy. She may not show it, but deep down inside, she's loving this. And so my whole thing is that I believe this is a lesson for all people in the industry. If you're young and upcoming, hey, not saying you can't date, because everybody should date. But don't rush into marriage, and don't rush into having a kid until you know somebody for at least, I would say, 4 years. I'm going to be honest with you. 4 years. Now, if you're older, it's different. But when you're young, like her age, she had all the time in the world to have a kid. And it's just sad that she chose a dude, or a dude was chosen for her, that really wasn't even ready to even settle down. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Ann Little Hole. I'm signing off. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hit the notification bell. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. And I'll talk to y'all real soon. Later.